Hi, hello everyone. Once again, we're back with something. It's creative layers. It's called something like multi layers and long hair. And she wants to be something more long layers. And apart from that, it'll be that's a regard I just take with the bokeh layers and the back portions and the concave layers and the crown portions. I just take like something. It's combination of multi layers I used to take. In this haircut, it will be complete elevation. There is no length collapse in this haircut, and the front fringes also I'm just existing part we just creating with a short to long crown fringes kind of things. And in this haircut you can just see the lot of difference are the before and after, and it will be length should be same, and apart from that we can just degrees and angles also we can just use to change on it. And the first section there is just took with the fringes, and that crown box section separated, then side by side also it will be separating the subsections and all. So in this haircut you just see in this texture is actually bit of curly hair, and this kind of curly is just very rare case to use to see in for case studies and all. Even haircuts you may can just take, but extreme curls is not like that. It will similarly curls. The thing to keep like it will be from the roots are straight and the mid-length strands are the curly hair in this hair texture. So in this hair texture for a curly purpose also, after the styling, after wash also it will be all these things we can just kept in mind. We're creating something a good uniform layers on top of that in something like multi layers on your mind. So one thing it's very much clear, in this haircut we are not going to be collapsing any length in from the bottom. So top of that we adding the layers, which is called like balancing to the concave layers, and also it will become something like a multi-layer technique in the crown portion as well. So subsection we just took, and box section separated, and on that side left side also section is separated, and the other side also it will be side section is going to be separate now. And just we're going to be start with a one length basic haircut in the bottom as a. So top of that we just create the layers. So all the section we just took, and this you can just see the presentation overall. I just back portion I release and just going to be cut with a one length now. So each and every haircut video there is diagrams and elevations are little bit will be changes. Please notice very clearly the mentioning to the degrees as well, but where after so in this video my client was completely expecting something mid length, and apart from that layers also it will be required. Once you want to be do the high pony and half pony and open hair also look so clear and neat even. So the center profile we just take and just overall the lifting to the complete up to the similarly 120 degree, not in 190 degree, just bring up to that 120 degree completely, and the rest of the hair will be cut. So rest of the hair cut. You can just see the bottom length are remain, and now this another section we just as thin section you can just take it to be layer can fall very neat and uniform. So one more section we just take and just connecting with a guideline, just following the guideline, and just rest of the hair chopped. So pretty simple to the any of layers to for the elevations you can just do. This is one of the good techniques to be structure and angling. You can just see complete over there. As thin section you can just take that much, it will be layer visible very clear and uniform also. So that's so simple in this technique for a haircut to do. One section is got finished and we come to another side. And this will follow the same technique now. You can see completely lift to the direction of 120 degree and rest of the hair cut. We just cross checking overall and we'll be coming to the other side now. Just we take to the one length basic and now we add the top of the layers now. And the side sections, it will be very less hair, it will become on the layers, and because the length also very rest, it will be less part will be we just used to pick. So you can just see very tiny bit hair will become on the layers and rest of the hair chop. We can see a lot of difference instead of dummies, and the virgin hair it will be feel so different on the hair when we can just start to the cut. So other side also came and just we taking to the one length, and top of that we can just add the layering now. See, we just lift the hair and rest of the hair, follow the guideline, rest of the hair chop. So that easy, that simple for in like intention is basically for beginners. The most of the peoples are beginners who wants to be learn something free of cost the courses. This is the best platform to be follow the techniques, steps, each and everything. The only the dedication needs to be every single day at least 2 hours. You can just practice on the dummy, then you can just properly hands on your work and skills and all. So all the haircut is finally finished, and just we come to the crown portion. We just separating with a thing up to the side backs portions, so in disturbance purpose, and just we take to the crown portion and we just take to the small guideline pick from the crown portion exactly. You can just see there and travel towards the exactly 90 degree for opposite direction, and rest of the hair chop. So that easy the haircut, the manual, if we can just see. So my concern is always I follow the very thin sections to be give a layering, and follow the each and every guideline very neat and clean every time. So not in hurry when you do the layering. It shouldn't pick the thick sections and add more layers and just release them, not like that. Other side we can just came and just same thing we're following it up, and you can just see very clear on the haircut. The last section is got left. And now we come to the fringes, which already the fringes is existing part. We just adding something at the movement of the layer and bouncy technique purpose. We just lift to the opposite direction and just converting with the layers basis. So my cut is almost done. We can just show you the messy curls before do the styling. You can just see now. See how he's crunching with the curls and shaking up to the layers, and the combination of the tricks we can just going to show up. And this it's very enjoyed doing these techniques, in very rare case to use to see this kind of hair texture. So that is the reason I'm just crunching and just delivering my client for something. It will be when you will be keep open hair. This is one of the best tricks to be carry forward for soft curls and all. So my client also was very much excited to be seeing. Now we just do the blow dry. blast blow dry, and before that we done something hair spa also. So the hair spa, after the hair spa I kept for a long time for a while, so we keep moisturizing purpose. It will, when we do the deep blow dry techniques, it will become more fog, but don't be worried about it. Something it will be very moisture is there, so that is the reason it will be some fog will become. Please you can just see on top of that. Now we just divide the subsections and we do the just blow dry on it. So root shots, it will be completely straight and just make a finishing nicely on all the sides. Then later on you can just take to the complete to the ends with a lift them up towards to the 120 degree to 190 degree and just give a nicely bouncy and just finishing from the all the sides. Then lift them up and just turns in and turns out and just be releasing with the out curls completely. And then before it that we're releasing to the spiral now. So this is curly hair, the holding structure, it will be very quick and fast will be observed. That is the reason I'm just dropping instantly with after styling with the spiral way. I want to release something out curls immediately on top of that, so that is the reason I'm just releasing out very fast. Just following the same technique, just simple the root shoots, it will be completely from the roots. You can just clean and neat, then do it. After that it will be a complete blow dry and twist in and just twist out, flip in and flip out, just make to the complete to the spiral ways, then release them inner side. Another side we just come crown portion now. In the crown section and we just pick with very small sections and do the nicely blow dry and release them. And another section, I think this is last section is got to be going to finished. Now just we cleaning the hairlines.